going to give it a minute and see if anybody comes in. And no, I don't have any lights on. There's plenty of reasons why I do not have any lights on. And yes, I'm wearing my nightgown. I had clothes set out to wear, and I can't. No makeup, hair's in a bun, still in my pajamas. That's how I'm rolling today. Might as well dig all the paperwork out. Feels weird. I took all my necklaces off yesterday, and I keep grabbing for my necklace, and it's not there. And I was like freaking out this morning when I woke up and it was gone. I'm like, oh my God, where'd it go? You took it off, dumbass. That's what happened. You took it off. You didn't lose it. You took it off. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. If people come in, then they come in. For those of you that are not new to my channel, then you know that I've had some dental procedures done the past several days. For those of you that are not regulars on my channel, I am Rebecca Oberstadt. I normally don't film in this location. This is my computer. I normally film in the bathroom where there's more light. There is light out here. I just don't have any of it turned on. And I normally don't sound this rough. And I usually do like beauty and gaming and random content. So, I figured I would do a live since my dad left for a little bit. He's on vacation this week, so he's out of the house for at least a little while. So I figured I would hop on and do a live. Not feeling the greatest today, in a lot of pain. The procedure procedure I had done Saturday was rough, and my face is still swollen from having that done Saturday. And then I went in yesterday for what I thought was another very similar procedure, and somebody didn't schedule something correctly, so it was a huge clusterfuck. So let me get my paperwork out here. Initially, what was planned for Saturday was I have the very last molar down here that was supposed to have a root canal, a core put in, build up, and a crown. Well, after 4 injections of two of the injections were just straight lidocaine. The other 2 injections were lidocaine with epinephrine, which seriously speeds you up. So not only was I shaking, I felt like I was on extreme speed, which is what epinephrine does. And I was freezing, and I could not control the shaking. So, and I had taken a migraine pill before they even started, just to be on the safe side, which is, helps with, head pain, but it also has Tylenol in it. I did not take anything else. Normally when I first get up, I take my turmeric and my allergy pill and 4-Aleve and, bumble through my day. Well, I didn't do that Saturday. I didn't even have anything to eat or drink really, except for water before the appointment. So that was another kind of big thing that I kind of wish that I had tried to eat something. Because my friend Denise, who works in the dental industry up north, she said, had I eaten something, I wouldn't have been so jittery. So after 4 injections, he went to work on the tooth because it had a cavity that had literally decayed the top of my molar, and it was starting to crumble like sidewalk chalk. And so I was worried about losing that tooth because I lost the tooth in front of it due to a very poor dentist back in the early 2000s did a root canal on it. And literally one day I was standing in the back of, I was in the dispensary at my salon, and we were eating lunch, and I had a thing of salad, picked up a fork full of salad, went to put it in my face, and literally my entire tooth, root and all, just fell out on my plate. I was like, what? So I haven't had a tooth here in a really long time. It's been over what, 18 years since I've had a tooth there, but the tooth behind it is the one that had some issues. So I was supposed to go in and have a root canal, but after 4 injections, I could still feel everything. It was very painful. He then went in and gave me 2 more injections, which there's like a limit for how many injections they can give you. He even went in the tooth and injected me down in the tooth, and it was still painful. And he used this really strange blue neoprene disc to hold. He put clamps around my tooth to work on it, but he like clipped this neoprene disc, I guess, to keep particles from falling down into my mouth, which, is fine. I mean, I know better than to inhale or swallow or anything when you're getting dental work done, because I'm not a complete moron. Not saying those of you that do that when you're having dental work done are, but I'm just saying I know better. So it was nice because it like caught anything that was any like the bone chips or the tooth chips, I should say, that he was like filing off. So he went in and he cleaned out all of the decay that was in the tooth, and he still could not see the nerve to my tooth. And I was like this in the chair going, every once in a while. He's like, you okay? I was like, just keep working. I will suffer through it. He's like, are you sure? I know this is a pain. I said, just keep working. I will just try not to think about it. I have a really high pain tolerance. I'm resistant to medication. Just keep working. Let's get this done. I'm trying not to hit you in the face, kind of thing. It was bad. So Dr. Kelly kept working at my insistence, even though he wanted to stop, and he specializes in root canals. And he got down and got all the decay and stuff cleaned out. He's like, I'm still not seeing where your root is in your tooth. It looks pink because the center of your tooth is like a brownish color, which is the pulp. And he says, I'm still not seeing your tooth root. So I'm not comfortable doing a root canal on a tooth that, number one, I'm not seeing the root of. And then he stopped and asked, he's like, are you having any pain with this tooth? I said, well, right now I am, but every other time I normally don't. I said, unless I have some serious like sinus pain, I don't have any problems with my teeth at all. No pain, no sensitivity, hot and cold doesn't bother it, chewing, whatever. It's not been a problem. He's like, let's not do a root canal right now. But if this tooth gives you any more problems, you're going to have to go see an endodontist, which is a type of dentist that goes through more rigorous and more lengthy training than a standard dentist, and they specialize in saving teeth. They specialize in a lot of jawbone work. Root canals is like their number one thing. And for people like me that are high pain tolerance, pain medication resistant, and have roots that are not in a typical location for a tooth, people like me would go see somebody like that. So he said, if I have any problems with this back tooth in the future, I would have to go see a specialist, which thankfully the oral surgeon, my like dentist that does my cleanings and stuff, and an endodontist are all in the same building. It's just, first floor is the surgeon, second floor is the dentist, and then the third floor is, the endodontist. So it's nice that they're all right there. And I've had work done in several of those offices, so I haven't had any problems with them. So that procedure went better than expected. I was looking at, just to give you an idea for cost, the restoration was $880, and the core and buildup was $125, and the crown was $850. So let me pull up my calculator on my computer really quick. Not that you guys really care how much this shit costs. I don't have insurance, so I have to be very careful with what money I'm spending because I was using my stimulus. So all in all, the procedure would have cost $1,855. I ended up walking out of the office on Saturday paying $106.25 according to this bill. And I had to put a deposit down for the procedure because this dentist only works in her office the dentist works in her office during the week, but Dr. Kelly only works in her office on Saturdays because he works he's a dentist trainer, and he works for a local college, and so he teaches at a local dental school. So he only does dental procedures on Saturdays at her office once a month. So it's not like he's a regular doctor at this office. So that was Saturday, and I spent the rest of Saturday basically sleeping. I spent most of Sunday sleeping. Hot and cold on this has helped with some of the swelling. I've been hopped up on as much Aleve as I can take safely for pain. And it's still like my face. See the swelling? It's bad. Like my entire upper jaw hurts really bad. I'm sore down here. I'm sore back here. And I have, can't see it now because it's dark in here, but I have a lovely purple bruise here. And I have another one right here from dental work. So that's fun. Yeah, Sunday I woke up with this nice little purple mark here. I was like, oh, how did he get all the way up there? But he numbed me. I was numb until 3 or 4 a.m. on Sunday, and he started working on me at noon Saturday. So I was numb from here and from here over all the way down to right here. So this entire section of my face was numb from the injections, and I could still feel everything on my tooth. So that was fun. I felt my eye itching, and I went to do this, and I realized doing this on my face before I put my helmet back on to drive home that all of the entire underside of my eye was completely numb. I'm like, and every time I went to put chapstick or something on, my lip would go that direction. It was so hilarious. I kept taking pictures because it was funny because my entire mouth would go that way. And so that was fun. So Saturday's appointment was several $100s cheaper than I had anticipated. And then I kept biting myself here. So the inside of my mouth is all tore up on my inner cheek. And I didn't get care instructions or cleaning instructions or anything like that that day, because when I went back yesterday to see the dentist for the other side of my mouth, she was like, well, have you been doing this? I'm like, no, I didn't know I was supposed to. I mean, I've been brushing my teeth and flossing and using mouthwash and stuff. She's like, no, you should have been doing saltwater rinses 3 times a day. I'm like, nobody told me. And I've had several people ask if they gave me any sort of pain medication for after the procedure, and that would be a negative. They didn't offer. I didn't ask. So I didn't know that was a thing. So that was Saturday. yesterday I went in, and what I thought I was getting done was the tooth here, which the tooth behind it I had to have surgically removed in 2012 or 2013 because it like crumbled and then it broke off at the gum line. And because I don't have wisdom teeth up top, I wasn't born with them. I was born with wisdom teeth down here, but not up top. The bone had started to grow up over the root of my tooth, and my gum line started growing around the broken tooth. So I had to go in and have this one, the very last molar, surgically removed years ago. And that was so much fun. He ended up shattering the top of my jawbone. So it was fun trying to eat while that healed for months. So the tooth here that's wider than the rest, because it's fake, was supposed to be a root canal. And they don't do root canals during the week because they take so long. So I thought I was going in for a root canal, a post, a core, and a buildup, and a crown. Well, that also didn't happen. That was like part of the plan, but it's not. Like, when I scheduled the appointment, I guess the girl didn't understand or whatever. And I said, treatment option number 6, I'd like to get number 4 scheduled, and I'd like to get number 6 scheduled. So we scheduled 4 for Saturday and 6 for Wednesday. Well, long story short, I talked to the doctor again, not having any pain, sensitivity, hot, cold, anything like that. Only time that tooth bothered me, because I had a filling in it that fell out, was if anything got like jammed up in there and I bit down too hard. Or like if I had problems with sinus stuff on this side of my face, that tooth would hurt. But again, anytime you have any type of sinus, anything, even if you don't have anything wrong with your teeth can still bother you. So I was like, it's just bothersome. It's not like it's a constant thing. And I've been using the Sensodyne Pro Enamel toothpaste for like years, and it does help with any type of like sensitivity. So that's a good thing. And the fact that I'm still using it, and she knows, she's like, yeah, it's probably a good thing that you're still using it. So yesterday should have cost $2,136 is what it should have cost yesterday. What she ended up doing was going in and removing any current decay, like where the filling had been, there was some decay in there. She then built it up and then filed the entire thing down and fitted me with a temporary crown. I do have a crown on order. And yesterday, she only used a couple of vials, and I took 4 leave yesterday before I left, and I took a migraine pill before I left her office because my head was starting to go really bad. But for the most part, I didn't have like any major pain, but a lot of like pressure on the tooth and in the area, and the one tool that she used was like scraping the inside of the tooth to get it prepped so that she could put the buildup in it. Was a lot of like tugging. And so I know my upper jaw is sensitive today because of that. But also today, when I went to bed at like 6 o'clock this morning, I did go to sleep yesterday afternoon, and then I got up at like midnight. I was up till about 6, and then I slept until about 10 today. When I woke up today, I could feel my tooth throbbing really bad. And I can feel my tooth, where the tooth is, the buildup, and I can feel the crown separately. So it's a whole strange, weird sensation in my mouth because I can feel both pieces. And it's like tripping my brain out. So yesterday ended up costing me $1,048.05. And again, I had like overpaid Saturday. I gave her my entire stimulus money and my YouTube paycheck that had just come in, that was like for 4.5 months of YouTube. So I went ahead and gave her $1,500 Saturday. So that paid for Saturday's appointment, and it paid for yesterday's appointment. And I still have almost a $500 credit. So that's a bonus. So I saved another $1,000 just by not having to have a root canal done on this tooth. When she got in there to clean everything up to get it ready for a crown before she even did the buildup, again, she couldn't see the nerve to my tooth. She wasn't to the like pink area where your nerve is in your tooth. And she said, again, I don't feel the need to do a root canal on a tooth that seems healthy enough to, as long as you've got blood supply, I guess, going to it with the nerve and whatnot, then the tooth is still viable in a dentist's opinion. So she didn't feel the need to get rid of the nerve, which again kills the tooth, and then putting a crown on it, because again, that makes the tooth easier to fall out. And I'm 40. I'd like to keep as many of my teeth as possible. So she said that if I had problems in the future with it, then they could do a root canal on it even after getting the crown put on it. So I was like, well, that's good, because that's 2 root canals that I avoided because my nerves were, I guess, healthy enough to maintain the viability of the tooth, which I guess in my opinion is a good thing. Also saved me about $2,000. Oh, and she checked this tooth Wednesday that Dr. Kelly had worked on, and she found some sharp pieces on it that she did file down, which it's a whole lot better, because there was a couple of really jagged pieces that were tearing up the inside of my cheek. So she got those filed down, and I said, well, do I still need a crown on that tooth? And she goes, no, you should be fine with that tooth. She goes, it looks good. It looks healthy. And she read Dr. Kelly's notes, and she says, according to him, he doesn't think you need a crown either, but she did take a mold of it just to be safe. So I do have a mold in my file. I don't know if they put those things, the mold somewhere and label them or whatever. I don't know how that works. I've never worked in a dentist's office. So that's a good thing. Now, I do have an appointment to go back to the dentist on the 29th to get the crown put on, and she color matched my teeth. And I know YouTubers are like, everybody wants super, super like ultraviolet, like white teeth. I asked her, I said, what color are my teeth on the color spectrum? And she held the thing up. She goes, you're number 3. I said, well, what's like the whitest you can get if you do like a teeth whitening system? And she said, a 1. I said, so with the amount of coffee and tea that I drink, shouldn't my teeth be darker? And she goes, yeah, but judging by how light my teeth are and not, stained from coffee, she's thinking the enamel on my teeth is really healthy. And that's why that it's not staining my teeth as bad. Because I did want to look at getting some sort of teeth whitening system. And she says, I really don't think you need it. Yes, they're a little bit yellow, but I mean, if you're going to continue to drink coffee and tea, they're going to be a little bit darker. It's like I'm the kind of person, you walk into somebody's house and it looks like a showpiece. You're afraid to sit on the furniture because you don't want to muss anything up. My house is the one that you can, come in and throw yourself on the couch and get comfortable, because it's not a showpiece. People live here, and it looks like people live here. Looks like a freaking pack rat lives here, but there's 2 of us. And so I think my dad's beats me on being a pack rat. But I would rather go into like a house that looks lived in versus one that looks perfect, if you know what I mean. So I feel the same with my teeth. I'm not perfect. My teeth certainly aren't perfect. I've had an overbite my entire life, to the point where when I was a kid, I could stack 2 fingers together and put them on my bottom teeth. And I had such an overbite of my teeth that literally I could put my fingers like this, and my bottom teeth were touching, but my top teeth were not. And as I aged, the top plate and the bottom plate did grow to kind of meet each other. And my bottom teeth have always dug into the roof of my mouth, into the gum line. So she said maybe Invisalign or some sort of like braces or something like that would help with that, because I do have overcrowding on the bottom. But my mom also has the same overcrowding in her mouth, and she had braces, but they took them off too soon for her. So her teeth ended up reverting back. But again, I'm 40. So I'm not really worried about having perfectly straight teeth, to be honest. It doesn't bother me any. The other thing, I have like a cleaning in May. We're going to try and get it done the same time as the crown, but, there's always, she's booked. My hygienist is booked. So, and then I asked about the implant because I didn't need the crown on this or 2 root canals. I asked about what it would cost to get an implant where I'm missing the tooth that fell out back in the mid 2000s. And they have to do like a bone graft. And they did check the density of the bone in my jaw on Saturday to make sure that it was healthy. Because, I'm 40 and osteoporosis and stuff like that is heavily, it can heavily affect a woman over 40. So I was worried about that. So he did check all of that kind of stuff while he was there Saturday. So to do the implant and to do a post, which is a metal post that literally they drill into your jawbone and then secure it kind of like an anchor in the wall for a heavy painting. They do that and they put a post down into the actual bone of your jaw, and then they basically just kind of screw your tooth in, or something like that. Maybe it's a Loctite thing, and they just kind of pop it on and it just kind of secures in there somehow. So all in all, if I get the the implant done, I'm looking at $3,672, which compared to what my dad's crown would have cost, or the implant that he looked at getting, it's like $4,000 cheaper for my crown or for my implant that it was for his. So that's, I guess a good thing. And so there's that. And then the majority of the other stuff that I need done is I've got 5 fillings listed on here that I need done. That's like $800 roughly to get done. And they're all on different teeth. So most of them are all on the same side. So she can get like 4 of them done all at once. The other one is most of them are down here, but the other one that I need done is like up here. So it's actually this tooth needs a filling, which is in front of the tooth that I had worked on. So I might, I might see, depending on how much money I have, I might schedule to have that filling done when they do the crown. I haven't talked it over with my father yet. Again, it's my mouth and I still have a credit on the system. So I'd be the one paying for it, not him. But I figured if they're going to be working on the tooth behind it, might as well, because they have to numb me to get the temporary crown off. They have to numb me up for that. Might as well just have them work on the cavity in front of it while they're at it. So that's my thoughts behind that. So that's all the like dentist stuff that I have had done. So the 29th is when I go back for the permanent crown. I will probably see if she can do a filling on the tooth in front of it the same time. So, I'm going to be numb in that area anyways, or numb her. Might as well get that done. One less filling to worry about. And then I just have 4 small ones on the bottom that need done because I had sealant over my teeth, and, there's some show on my teeth that I've been grinding my teeth while I sleep. So I'm also going to ask about what it would take to get trays made so I don't grind my teeth while I sleep. And the other update is I had a hair video go up the other day talking about like what products and stuff I've been using in my hair lately. And people asked if I was going to go back to see Amanda soon. And the thing is I wasn't able to afford it. It's like $45 to go see her for a shampoo and a cut and a blow dry. So, a subscriber sent me money through the Buy Me a Coffee app. Cause I always keep like the Venmo and Cash App and PayPal and Patreon's on there. There's the YouTube, like super stickers that are on YouTube that you can like pay for or there's the coffee app that I have. So if you want to like donate money, all of those options are always there. I just don't always talk about them because I'm not one of those like pushy YouTubers, subscribe and like and comment and sign up for my YouTube memberships and sign up for this and that. And I'm not that kind of person. I really am not. So I don't push things like a lot of YouTubers do, because it's kind of annoying if you watch their videos every day to hear them say every day, don't forget to subscribe and like and comment and hit the bell. And oh my God, just shoot me. No, I am not like that. If you like me enough to hit subscribe, then that's awesome. If you like what I do in the video or discuss in the video and you hit the like button, that's awesome. If you don't, then that's okay too. We all have our own preferences. If I annoy the piss out of you and you leave a shit ass comment, just expect a shit ass reply back, because that's how I am. My thing is I can't really afford a whole lot because Depop sales lately have been 0 to none. So my main income comes from YouTube, Depop, and my website. And if I have no sales on Depop, which the past few weeks I've had like one sale, that's how I earn money to do things or to buy things or whatever. So donations and stuff are always excruciatingly appreciated. So a subscriber, Justin, he had sent me money to go get an appointment with Amanda. So I texted her. She texted me back. I go see her on the 16th. Hopefully by then I will have my vaccination done. I mean, I had the antibody test done for COVID and it came back negative, which is good because it means I haven't been exposed to either form that they tested me for, and I don't have a current active form of it. So that's a bonus. So I go see her on April 16th. She's going to do a length update, a small trim, and we're going to talk. And I told her, I said, you'll get an extra tip if you can find any split ends. And she's like, LOL. I was like, I'm also bringing you a hair tool that you can try out on my hair. I said, I got it from Influencer to review, and it really is kind of mind blowing. And I want you to try it and see what you think, because I know how I feel about it. I want to see if you feel about it the same way I do. And she's like, okay, I'll try it. So, and because I have very, very thick, coarse hair, even her $450 Dyson hairdryer takes longer to blow dry my hair than this tool that I have. So we'll see what she thinks about it when I go. I mean, I don't really need a haircut, but I'm going to be there, so I might as well do it. And then next year I should be at the length that I want to donate again. So looks like every 3 years or so, I'll have enough hair to donate. So I'll be doing a length update. I will be recording the process like I did before. So I'll record from 2 different angles. I'll record on my phone from one angle, and then I'll record using the big camera from another angle, just so everybody can see, what's going on and whatnot. I also got in the Samantha March Ofra collab, the second collab that she did with them. I got that in yesterday. I've unboxed it, but I haven't filmed or anything with it, because when I got home yesterday, all I wanted to do was shower and pass out. And I did eat yesterday before I passed out. I ate some soup. I haven't eaten anything today because I've not been feeling really good. Also, those of you that are not new to my channel know who Jason is. All right, buddy. Hiding by the side of my freaking computer. You got some balls there, buddy. I tried a new mounting position for my motorcycle the other day when I went to go mail his birthday card, because his birthday is Saturday. So happy early birthday, Jason. But I went to go mail. I thought I had stamps here, and I do have stamps, but they're already on envelopes. And so none of the envelopes would fit the card that I have. Hi, Jason. I kind of knew you were lurking. So I have envelopes with stamps on them, but it wouldn't fit the birthday card I had. So I couldn't mail the birthday card I had because it wouldn't fit in the envelope. And it's just weird to get a birthday card that's folded in half. And it's kind of rude to the card. So I didn't want to fold the card and have to stuff it in a smaller envelope that already had a stamp on it. So I drove to the post office. My sinuses are so fucked up. It's not even funny. I took an allergy pill when I first got up, and it still doesn't seem to be working. Plus, Dad's burning, so that also doesn't help. So the mounting bracket used to be on my handlebars on my motorcycle, but because my handlebars are so close to my gas tank on the bike, every time I would do any pivot motion like this, the handlebars would bump the tank. A hammer and a rolling pin. Oh, on my sinuses? No. We got a chainsaw out back. Actually, no, there's a bandsaw out back. That would probably work better. We even have a table saw too that has one of those 6-inch blades that sticks up. Just kind of lay me down on it and just kind of run me over it. Anything from here up, just take it off at the neck. I'll be good. Get rid of the runny nose, the tooth pain, the head pain, the eye pain. I'd be good. Oh, the card? Yeah. Hammer and a rolling pin. Wait, you own a hammer? I didn't know you owned a hammer. And I think you only own the rolling pin because of Henry, because he likes to bake. I'm shocked you own a hammer. Screwdrivers, I can imagine. Hammer, not so much. I just, can imagine you putting a nail in the wall with a book or shoe or the back end of a screwdriver. Yeah, but I mean, a lot of those take like screws and stuff. So you need like a flathead or a Phillips. One of these things. Look, things that you buy from IKEA is not technically building a bookcase. If you want to build a bookcase, I will show you how to build a bookcase. You saw those woodworking machines out there, and the lathe is in the tack room. So 1, 2, 3, there's 4, oh no, 5, because we have the beveler. We have a machine that makes beveled edges that you can use for like crown molding and stuff. It was cheaper to buy a machine to do all of the crown molding for the rooms out there than it was for my dad to actually buy the crown molding. So he bought the materials and made the crown molding himself. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have all this stuff here to build all that stuff. You figure my grandfather, well, Dad's dad was a builder, and my grandfather, my mom's father, was a carpenter. So I even know how to dovetail, and I can dovetail without machines. I'm talking the old-fashioned, and then you get out your files and your rat tails and stuff like that, and you file those suckers down, and then and then you wood glue just to be safe that they're secure. Sometimes you can go in and you come in at the top where they're connected at the top, and you drill a nail or drive a nail through the top of that to make sure that the top stays secure, and you can also do one on the bottom. But so anyways, the mounting bracket was on my handlebars, and the stability on that was not bad, but the problem is the angular like nature of it. You were either looking at the metal bar on my windshield, or you were looking off like this direction, or you were looking down like this. So no matter where I positioned it on my handlebars to avoid it hitting the tank, I never knew where the camera was looking. So I decided to move it behind me onto the trunk, but the trunk itself rattles, it shakes because it's on a mounted bracket that's attached to the back of the motorcycle. Oh yeah, I was talking to Denise about engines the other day. She says, if you have any questions about teeth, we can talk about teeth all day long, but if you ask me about an engine for a car, I can't. I was like, well, technically you have, you've got the head and the manifold and the gaskets and the, you've got your head compartment, where your cam goes, and you've got the camshaft and the pistons and dad's home, and you've got your valves and this and that. And she's like, I am already lost. So anyways, I tried recording going to the post office and back. And of course I stopped to get fuel on the bike before I came home in preparation for Wednesday, but, wanted to see how bad of a shake it was. And not only did it it started off in this position, but it rattled itself. And next thing I knew, it was like this. And I was like, so I haven't tried to edit the video on that. I know Jason has, and it was driving him nuts. So I now have, it takes me a minute. I now have it in, I swear, this smells like what they put in my teeth yesterday. I must have taken the other two pieces out. Maybe I put them in here. I haven't gone through this yet. I mean, I peeked at it. Does that count? Oh, I did put them in here. So I got 2 SanDisk cards and an entire accoutrement of clips and parts and stuff, so I can do a better mounting bracket. This shows a guy on a bicycle, but this little card here shows me what all the little things do. Hi, Daddy. Yeah. I figured I'd live stream since I'm semi-alive.
You're semi-what?
Alive.
I can fix that.
Jason keeps offering to chop my head off for me.
No, I'll just choke with that.
I told him that bandsaw there would do a number on it.
No. It makes a big old mess.
Well, you have the one out there with the table saw that's got a shield on it.
Around your neck. No mess. No fuss. Dig a hole.
Well, hey, don't you still have those things that have the little handles on either side that coils? It's got teeth pointing down. The ones that you use to put on the side of a tree, but it's made so it bends and flexes.
I don't know.
I know you had one when I was a kid because you used to bitch at me playing with it. Anyway, so I have this, and I guess another part of this is arriving Saturday, so I will be able to hopefully record some less shaky video. But the only problem is you're not going to be able to see it from other angles. You're going to be seeing it basically from my perspective, so it's going to be like a first-person motorcycle ride. I have to go through and take all that stuff out of it. They're all in individual little baggies, and I haven't had time to do that. It just got here yesterday afternoon. What? So, anyways, that's the updates. And there's brackets and stuff in there. I might be able to figure out a way to mount it higher up on the handlebars, because there's a it's weird. It's a long curved piece that looks like I could mount it on the handlebars and record out the windshield. So that would be neat if I could set it up so that maybe I can face my phone to me, so that I'm recording this direction and my phone records this direction. That might be neat. So we'll see how that works. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. And then there's stuff for a car. I highly doubt the suction cup things are going to work on my windshield because my windshield is curved. Plus vibration and wind on the motorcycle, that might not be a good thing, because then it would probably just unsuction itself riding down the road, and then my device goes pink, 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 pink behind me, and then somebody else goes ka-thunk over it. Nah, not a good idea. How what?
Fall off.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Emerald, aren't you cute? Daddy's eating something. Did he give you any?
Mm-hmm. He spit it out.
What are you eating that she spit out?
Oatmeal pie.
What? You spit out an oatmeal pie? Those are good. She's like half-ass wagging her tail. It's only just the end of it. Oh, did you check mail on the way out? I haven't seen it come yet.
I thought you got it.
Mm-mm. Nope. Every time I walked out there, the flag was down, so I checked it physically once, but I haven't checked it since. And sometimes she's I don't know what she's up to, but she'll put mail in the box and then put our indicator flag back down.
There's a reason why that's there.
Oh, I know. So, yeah, I wouldn't trust now in the car, yes. So when you're here using it in the car to film, that would be like neat. I mean, I could always set up the tripod in the car with the big camera. Have to figure out a way to strap it in between the seats so it doesn't want to fall over. That would be neat. But, all right, my mouth is hurting really bad. This side's not nearly as swollen. You can see a little bit of an indent. It's still swollen, but it's not as bad as this side. This side is freaking bad. I need to try icing it. But anyways, I guess I will end this live stream here. Those were all the updates that I had. What'd you go to Pet Supermarket for?
I didn't. That was on the seat.
Oh. Alrighty then. $60 on cat food and none of it litter. Okay, that looks more accurate. $60 for fuel. That's pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you figure I run it back and forth to Walmart to do pickup orders every 2 weeks for like 4 months on an entire tank of gas, but somebody drives it once and runs the gas down to almost nothing.
Yeah, and then bitches because I wanted to pay for it.
Well, when it costs, $60 to fuel that car, and
but his only takes 20.
But he's not putting 93 in it.
Super in it, and it doesn't hold 20 gallons.
I think your tank is what, a 22?
I don't know. I put like 19 and a half in it.
Yeah.
It was almost touching the bottom.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was concerned last time I drove it. It was getting low.
And they're moving probation. They're going out in the old license tag place.
And on 561?
Yeah. So it's even fucking further away.
Right. Well, I mean, wait a minute. I thought they were using. Oh no, wait. That's animal control out there. They built a building over there by.
Behind it.
Yeah.
Animal control has always been in behind it.
Yeah. Well, at least they're using the building and not letting it sit there and rot. But it's a hike to get out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the fastest way would be to go up to Zellwood and turn on Lake Gem and head up that way. No?
Don't think so. It's a lot farther.
But it'd be
a hell of a lot of backtracking.
I was gonna say there might be less traffic doing it that way than driving into Tavares and taking Tavares to downtown to get to 561 the other way. Oh, Jesus Christ!
who else has a damage like this?
You were with who next door?
I was helping a young lady named Barbara nearby.
I don't know anybody that lives
Plan
near.
RS.
Huh?
At Plan RS.
Do you know anybody down near here named Barbara?
No clue. Is that Plant RS, the business?
Plant RS?
Yeah.
Where's that?
It's right around the corner. So on Brick Road, 327 Plaza.
Oh, that's on the corner of Britt and Wolf Branch.
Yeah.
I don't know who those people are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, it was me. I have a tabby cat. Yeah, I was actually helping her just to replace her windshield at O'Call's. I wanted to see what's been the damage. Yes. Have you noticed any cracks or chips from rocks in the road?
Dad, does your Mercedes have any cracks in your windshield?
No.
No.
Okay.
And my motorcycle doesn't either.
Your motorcycle? Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. You have a great day.
Thanks. Bubby ran out and he said hi to him. You can tell somebody owns a cat when. Okay. Solicitor just came to the door asking about, why would he say neighbor when that's all the way over there on freaking Wolf Branch? How the hell is that considered a neighbor? Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I'm like,
I thought you already did.
no, I'm rambling. I left Jason's in chat, so I mean, not like he and I can't talk on Facebook. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream here. Sorry about not ending it, 10 minutes ago. So I will see you guys later. Have a fantastic day or night wherever you are. Videos are scheduled out. Ooh, let me look. I think I scheduled them till the 17th. The 17th. I'm scheduled out to the 17th right now. And I still have 2, 3. I think 3 videos that are still private. I have several that need to get edited, but I have to do voiceovers for at least 2 of them. I have 3 that are still private that are not scheduled. So I have most of the months ready to schedule out. Oh, on Facebook? Yeah. Yeah, we're not FaceTiming right now, Jason. Your little video isn't up in the top corner. All right, I will see you guys later. Hopefully the updates help. I know people had questions and they asked. So I'm alive, doing rough. Don't know when I will be filming makeup. It depends on how I feel later. I am definitely not feeling makeup right about now. Certainly not. So I will see you guys later. Have a good day or night wherever you are. Bye.